Most people think MrBeast became successful because of money, massive teams, and huge productions. But what if the real lesson has nothing to do with scale? In this video, we're exploring the learning system behind his growth, a process that anyone can apply, regardless of budget or experience. You'll discover how to learn faster from your work, turn mistakes into useful feedback, and build a simple improvement loop that helps you get better with every project. Stay until the end, because I'll also share a practical 7-day experiment you can start immediately to put these ideas into action. Good luck!
Most people look at MrBeast and see the final scale. Giant sets, big teams, huge prizes. That creates a dangerous conclusion. I cannot learn anything from this unless I have money. But the strongest lesson is not the scale. It is the learning process that developed before the scale existed. So here is the challenge. Do not copy MrBeast's budget. Copy the learning loop. First, the problem. You probably do not lack information. You have tutorials, analytics, courses, and endless advice. And you may be producing regularly, posting videos, submitting assignments, practicing a skill. But after each attempt, you move on quickly. You say, that one did well. That one failed. The algorithm hated it. The problem is that these conclusions are too vague to guide your next decision. So you create again, but not with better information. You are repeating effort without building a learning system. So why study MrBeast? The evidence supports a clear picture. Jimmy Donaldson spent years studying YouTube deeply. He learned through intense discussions with other committed creators. He paid close attention to ideas, titles, thumbnails, and viewer behavior. He used the results of finished videos to guide future decisions. And he reports reinvesting most of his earnings into future capability. But Gen 20 does not study achievers as perfect role models. His success involved far more than one habit. Capital, teams, timing, reach, platform conditions, and luck all mattered. So this is not a story about one secret. It is a study of one transferable mechanism: systematic creative improvement. Strategy 1. Study the craft deliberately. Passive watching asks, did I enjoy this? Deliberate study asks, what promise was made? Where did my attention weaken? One person watches 50 videos and collects entertainment. Another watches 5 and collects patterns. The difference is intention. Do not just consume, observe. Strategy 2. Learn with committed peers. MrBeast learned through discussion with other creators. A committed learning group speeds up improvement because you are no longer learning only from your own projects. You gain several sets of attempts, failures, and observations. The modern version, create a 3-person review circle. Each person brings one finished piece. Reviewers answer, what promise did you think this was making? Where did your attention weaken? What was clearest? What created confusion? What is the smallest useful improvement? Do not ask, did you like it? Ask questions that produce decisions. Strategy 3. Clarify the promise before increasing the effort. A strong idea can be understood quickly, and it coordinates the whole project. The title, the opening, the structure. Many young creators do the opposite. They add more editing, more equipment, more complexity. But greater effort cannot repair an unclear idea. Before your next project, complete this sentence. This project helps or shows the audience blank, by blank. If the sentence is confusing, the project will be too. Do not scale confusion. Strategy 4. Treat packaging as part of the work. Titles, thumbnails, headlines, and openings are not decoration. They are how the audience understands the invitation. A strong project that cannot communicate its value may never get serious attention. But this does not justify exaggeration. A click earned through a misleading promise damages trust. The goal is not the biggest claim. It is the clearest, honest claim. Before finalizing, create 3 packaging options and choose the one that is clear, not clickbait. Strategy 5. Use audience response as a diagnostic signal. Metrics do not explain themselves. A retention graph shows where people left. It cannot tell you why. Maybe the opening was weak. Maybe the wrong viewers clicked. Maybe the pacing slowed. Many creators respond emotionally. The audience hates me. The algorithm is against me. A better process asks, what did I expect? What happened instead? What are 3 possible explanations? What is the smallest change I can test? Data locates. Judgment diagnoses. Strategy 6. Reinvest in capability, not appearance. MrBeast reports putting most available earnings back into future productions. But this is the part with the greatest copying risk. Reinvestment does not mean risking your rent, tuition, or emergency savings to look professional. The transferable principle is narrower. Convert a proven gain into greater future capability. Upgrade the microphone after audio is proven to be the bottleneck, or pay for expert feedback when feedback is the problem. Reinvestment should follow evidence, never insecurity, and never risk your basic needs. Strategy 7. Add collaboration when complexity requires it. As productions grew more complex, teams and specialists became important. But a team is not automatically a growth strategy. It adds payroll, coordination, and pressure. Do not hire because big creators have teams. Add help when it removes a repeated constraint you clearly understand. Identify the constraint, define the responsibility, then add help. Now combine everything into the creator improvement loop. And to be clear, this is a Gen 20 adaptation inspired by the evidence, not a system MrBeast formally named. 6 steps. 1. Define the promise. 2. Produce the work within a clear scope. 3. Observe the response. 4. Diagnose one constraint. 5. Make one controlled improvement. 6. Document the lesson, then repeat. The purpose is not to guarantee growth. It is to raise the quality of your learning, so every finished project produces one better informed decision. But be careful what you do not copy. Do not copy the production scale. Do not copy extreme financial risk, sleep deprivation, or compulsive metric checking. Do not confuse views with quality, and do not assume his results can be reproduced with a formula. Study the learning loop. Do not blindly copy the life around it. Here is your experiment, the 7-day creator improvement loop. Create or revise one small piece of work each day. Keep the format similar and change only one primary category. Day 1, premise clarity. Day 2, the opening. Day 3, structure. Day 4, visual communication. Day 5, pacing. Remove repetition and delay. Day 6, packaging. 3 honest options. Pick the clearest. Day 7, overall review. What changed? What did I expect? What happened? What is my next hypothesis? And do not track raw views alone. Track feedback quality, clarity, production time, and your ability to explain what you learned. One more thing. Pause the experiment if it pushes you toward unsafe spending, lost sleep, or rushed, low-quality work. No system is worth your well-being. Here is your strategy card. Strategy name, the Creator Improvement Loop. Inspired by MrBeast's documented focus on platform study, peer learning, ideas, packaging, audience behavior, and reinvestment. Transferable principle. Treat every completed project as evidence for one better informed decision. What not to copy, extreme scale, financial risk, and workload. Because your next project does not need to be bigger. It needs to teach you something clearer. Choose one project you're already working on. Write down its promise. Decide the one category you are testing. And when you finish, do not immediately move on. Document the lesson. If you are running the 7-day experiment, comment loop. Save the strategy card to come back to it. And subscribe to Gen 20 for more research-backed strategies from modern achievers that you can test in real life. Gen 20. Figuring life out together.
Thanks for watching Gen 20. We're figuring life out together, one step at a time. Subscribe and join our community for more inspiration, growth, and real-life conversations.